Dear students, I am going to explain about Bipin Chandra Pal. Children, you know that he is one of the trio leader of assertive nationalism. First of all, I explain about his early life. Bipin Chandra Pal was born in 1858 in Sylhet. He is called the father of revolutionary thought in India. He began his career as the headmaster of a school before entering the national movement. I repeat again, when he was born in 1858. And how he started his career? He began his career as the headmaster of a school before entering the national movement. And he is called the father of revolutionary thought in India. Who is called the father of revolutionary thought in India? Bipin Chandra Pal. Next we learn about his contribution as a nationalist. As a nationalist, Bipin Chandra Pal joined Brahma Samaj and worked for social reforms. Thereafter, he joined the Indian National Congress. Clear? First, he joined the Brahma Samaj. Who founded Brahma Samaj? Rajaram Mohan Rai. So he joined the Bipin Chandra Pal joined the Brahma Samaj and worked for social reforms. Then he joined the Indian National Congress in 1886. And he became a brilliant orator. So I think you know the meaning of orator. The person who is good at making public speeches. So first he joined the Brahma Samaj. Afterwards he joined the Indian National Congress. So he was a brilliant orator, no? That is why he made a forceful speech against Discriminatory Arms Act. He made a great speech against which act? Arms Act. What is Arms Act? You learned? Yes, you learned about Arms Act. Indians needed a license from the government to own and carry weapons. Okay, Indians need a license. They needed a license from the government to own and carry weapons. But this law did not apply to the Europeans. Indians need a license, but the Europeans no need to carry, no need of license. Because of this, he said it is a discriminatory one, and he made a great speech against this act. Along with Tilak and Lala Lajpat Rai, he formed a trio who expounded the ideals of Swaraj, Swadeshi, boycott and national education. Students, we learned that who are known as trio? Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal and Balagangadhara Tilak. So, they are known as Lal Bal Pal. Lala Lajpat Rai, Lal, Balagangadhara Tilak, Bal, and Bipin Chandra Pal. Bipin Pal, that Pal, you know, Bipin Chandra Pal. Then that's why Lal Bal Pal. And they are known as the trio leaders. These trio leaders, they expounded, described the ideals of Swaraj, Swadeshi, boycott and national education. During the anti-partition movement, Bipin Chandra Pal toured different parts of the country. During the anti-partition movement, he visited different parts of the country carrying the message of Swadeshi and boycott. So we learned about partition of Bengal. Beginning of this chapter started with the partition of Bengal. Are you remembering? Can you say who partitioned Bengal? And when? Yes. Lord Curzon partitioned Bengal. Lord Curzon partitioned Bengal in October 16, 1905. But the Indians opposed this partition and they observed this day as a day of mourning. Okay, we know that anti-partition movement was led by assertive nationalists, and Bipin Chandrapal was one of the dynamic leader of the assertive nationalism. So he took different parts of the country carrying message of Swadeshi and boycott during the anti-partition movement. Next is contribution as an economist. According to him, indigenous industries were to be developed. Okay, he demanded to the government indigenous industries, okay, were to be developed. You know that what is indigenous industries, native industries or local industries. So as an economist, first is demanded indigenous industries were to be developed. Second, rich had to be taxed heavily. That means the government should collect more money as tax from the rich people. So not equal tax for all rich and poor people. So rich should give more tax. And third, working hours are to be fixed at 48 hours per week. Okay, once in a week, then the workers' time should be fixed at 48 hours. As well as he demanded wages had to be increased. We know that every day for their work they get some money as wages. He demanded that wages also should be increased. Then he advised the people to follow Swadeshi and boycott. He advised the people to use or follow Swadeshi and boycott. Swadeshi means use the Indian goods. Boycott means boycott all the foreign goods, schools, colleges, legislative council, all these things that's coming under the boycott. So these are, as an economist, we can say these are the things he demanded. The next is about his personal beliefs. Personal beliefs. Bipin Chandrapal, he believed that hardship was the price to be paid for freedom. Hardship, you know, what is that? Pain, suffering, all this, no? So he believed that hardship was the price we can for getting freedom. So we should sacrifice our lives. So otherwise we should work hard. That is known as a hardship. When Aurobindo Ghosh, editor of Vande Mataram, was charged with sedition, Bipin Chandrapal refused to testify. So which he was imprisoned for 6 months. When Aurobindo Ghosh was charged with sedition, you know, in his newspaper he write something against the British, that is known as seditious writing. Because of that, he got some imprisonment. Okay, he was Aurobindo Ghosh was charged with sedition. In this time, Bipin Chandrapal refused to give testimony. Okay, for this reason, he was imprisoned for 6 months. Bipin Chandrapal believed that education for women bring about moral and social regeneration. So, Bipin Chandrapal believed that education for women will bring about moral and social regeneration, and he was against caste system. He was against the caste system, as well as he opposed the principle of non-cooperation. Clear? The last part we learned that he was in favor of women's education. He believed that women education is good. It will bring about good moral and social regeneration. Then he was against caste system and he opposed the principle of non-cooperation. Bipin Chandrapal died in 1932. Okay.